Guys, this is Alex Kessel, Scully and everything. I got some things to tell y'all about Hyper that just lately realized. Um, back I was saying on an older video and everything, saying that you might want to tighten everything up and about just making sure that the bike is all tightened up before you get it fixed up and everything. Well, there is something else that kind of really pissed me off. And one of the things was the sprocket on the crank. I had a three-piece crank hyper bike and everything else. This was my motherfucking best bike ever. That was even the custom fucking race cups I put in it. And the tire and everything. But here's the thing I wanted to show y'all that the sprocket is fucking bent. It is very bent. And by looking at it, it is actually aluminum steel, which is actually not something you really want for your fucking sprocket. Um, some of the things you gotta realize is that if you don't have a proper sprocket and your back rim is not fucking made right or tightened up correctly, then a lot of things are gonna fuck up. But I remember the part of the reason why my sprocket was messing up was because of the chain I was talking about. It was being too short. Well, it's kind of sad when I do tricks and shit. I rail on my pegs as fuck, and as you can see, I rail the fuck out of my pegs. Yeah, I rail. I rail concrete. But anyways, other than that, by me saying is that I have worked a lot on this bike, and that just straight up pissed me off. Was the sprocket was bent bad. But back to the Haro that I was talking about the last video. I finally got the bike apart. It was kind of funny though. I had to take a torque wrench to the pegs. It was rusty as fuck. I've taken the back rim apart. This is the one I'm going to be putting in it. Is a smaller sprocket. Oh shit. Please tell me that did not bend. No, it didn't. This is a sprocket that is, that was on the rim. I mean, not the rim, but the bike. My bad. And as you can see, it will not move at all. I mean, I'm literally trying to move this fucking damn thing and it just won't move. And honestly, if the sprocket has moved, this would actually be an $80 to $90 back rim. As to this one, it was $105 back rim because I had sealed bearings in it. But the thing about it is so difficult to get these kind of sprockets off because you gotta have a torque converter, crank puller key, and it is a pain in the ass to buy, even though they're like cheap as $6. You can buy at a bike shop. Well, these are either rusted or it's made like this. I'm not sure, but there's a good thing and there's a bad thing about them. The bad thing is, okay, if I'm riding down the road and I just, pull my wheel back or something, then it's gonna stop my bike. It is. I mean, if you just pull your wheel back just a little bit, it's gonna stop your bike. Which is kind of a little bit like a cassette, just rusted in and everything. It might just break. I'm not sure, but it's a fully silver sprocket. It's about half an inch bigger than the other one, with a dually sealed compression chamber that you can put inside of it, which sometimes you can buy for Haros. Who the fuck is outside? But I'm probably gonna scrap this and use as parts because I can barely use any of the parts on the fucking bike except for some bolts. Like, this is actually bigger than what I could put inside that rim, which is something I was praying to God that I can do, but I'm not gonna do it because it's too big. But some of the things I've realized was that, the Haro is, it is a good bike and everything. I've changed the tubes out, put brand new tubes, put the tires on. The tires are pretty expensive, even though they're Nyon. I'm thinking about putting this tire on there, but I'm not sure yet. It's pretty nice though. As you can see, I pulled the whole bike apart. There's the other project bike that's fucking screwed over. There was so much shit I was gonna do with this bike, and just fucking went kabam. Cause I was riding my bike one night, and fucking did a couple tricks, guardrailed a little bit, ride down the road, and I just heard clacking, and I knew it wasn't from the crank, it was a sprocket. But one thing I don't like about Hyper is, okay, alright, I'm gonna show y'all exactly how it's bent. If you look closely at everything, you can see where it's bent. See, like right there, it's bent. It's all bent. It's a fully bent fucking sprocket. But there was something I also wanted to tell, something about the camera. I think they're called the Camel bikes or something. They're black and silver and everything. Well, anyways, the thing you might want to know about those bikes is they are not the actual deal. They are a replica, obviously, but if you get one of those bikes, I would take very good care of it. I wouldn't even really ride it if I were you, because they stopped making them. They might reproduce them and everything, but oh shit. The bike is a custom bike. It's a black and silver bike with a 1.75 millimeter 3-piece crank that's chrome and silver, which is actually the dealio, except they're using cheaper parts. It's no different from that crank and everything. All the parts on the camera bike is the same exact parts you would find on a Static Boy, or you find on the Blue Kind, or Blue Raygo, the Metros. They're the same thing at Walmart. You can get those bikes at Walmart. Oh shit. I was gonna buy the bike, but I just didn't have enough money and everything. I would have bought it though, but I think I should have, because the other bike I got in the Static Boy rode down the road and the whole wheel just fell apart. But I got a lot of freaking things to do. I mean, I gotta figure out what kind of bearings that the back rim use, because I don't know if they can be slightly a little bit smaller. They gotta be the exact size, but I'm gonna see. If y'all want to buy a back rim for a Hyper, it's gonna be $50 to $60. I'll probably do 55. It's a working back rim. Nothing's wrong with it. It's actually basically brand new, because I got replica parts for it. So if y'all need a replacement, any extra, parts for it, I'll give them to you. But if you want the tire, it's gonna be an additional $10. The tube, you're gonna have to get on your own, because I got all my tubes are taken up. There was also something I wanted to tell y'all, was that if y'all get a Hyper bike, on all these ends right there underneath this, hold on. Underneath this, you always want to tighten that up by hand. Don't ever tighten up by a fucking corkscrew or a key or any of that, because I have seen my own father fuck up my own bike in front of my eyes. He started getting pissed off over nothing. The frame is gonna be $50, because the frame is actually custom, and all the whole kit. The kit I put on it was actually about $30, which is the 40.12 inch jack, which is something you put on these bikes, but the bike is smaller. And since I got all the parts, most of the parts to fix this Haro, I'm gonna be selling this Haro for $460. Because I looked up how much it was. It's actually $510, but I'm just gonna take $50 off of it. Anyways, guys, if y'all want to get any of these parts, y'all need to let me know. Hold on. Ah, shit! Oh, fuck, man. God damn, fucking. Back I was saying, if y'all want to buy any of these bikes and everything else, hit me up on Facebook. It's Alex Gessel, just like on my profile name. And, just inbox me. I'm not going to do deliveries. You're going to have to do pickups. Sorry to say, I live in Florida. And, on Jinx Avenue. So, I mean, if y'all want to buy the bike or parts, anything, just let me know. They're straight up good parts. Everything's basically brand new. Anyways, that's the end of the video. See you guys. Peace.